YouTubers, hey. Okay, so I tried to upload this video. I have to do it again, of course, because it did not come out correctly. So I don't know what happened to it when I uploaded it, but it just did not work. So I'm redoing it. Whatever. This is important because this is a message and it's for everyone. Okay, it's not just for late workers or whatever. It's for everyone because nobody is limited in awakening to their spiritual self. We're a soul inside a shell, right? And I always say this, we are a spiritual being having a human experience. We're not a human having a spiritual experience. Doesn't even make sense. Put it this way. There's a level of expectancy that the air we breathe is just always going to be there. And the sun's always going to come out and the moon's going to rotate and the grass is going to grow and the trees and everything. That's just an expectancy, right? But if we, on a deeper level, do not understand the care of it, which is love, caring for is love, right? If it's just this arrogant level of expectancy that things are just going to always be here for us and whatever, and we don't take care of it on a conscious level of understanding that, none of us are subject to have it taken all away from us because we don't control the energies. The only way that we are actually in control of the energies is by what we're transmitting. So I always say, what side are you on? Are you on the side of the solution of love and light, or are you on the other end of it, where you're on the egotistical mind-based belief that you're entitled to just have everything that you want because you say so, and you'll step on anybody in order to get to the top? Don't work that way. It's worked that way for a while now, hasn't it, for most who are on that other end of it? But now people are waking up. Enlightenment. What's enlightenment? Being enlightened is not falling victim to your egotistical based beliefs that you need to do what others are telling you to do because that's the right way when it feels wrong to you. If something doesn't feel good to you, it's wrong. You know it's wrong. It's your direct indicator, it's your compass. So you focus your energies, faith, trust in your truth, knowing you're headed in the right direction towards a solution. Because the energies that you're putting out are coming from a place of not malicious intent, but just wanting to do justice, wanting the truth to be, brought. But when you fall to lower levels of feeling powerless, what's powerless? Lower levels of energy rendering you powerless, powerful, full of light, full. I don't know what just happened there, but that light bulb just got real bright. Do you guys see that? Is it flickering? I don't know if it's flickering in the camera, but it's flickering here. So my whole entire body is like vibrating. Cuckoo bananas, crazy, whatever, call it what you want. We're energy and that's it. We're energy. Atoms. Really? We're not? Okay, sure. If you're watching my channel, you know this is all about love and light. We shine light, okay? We're the light bringers. No one can render you powerless other than your beliefs in yourself that you are. And when another human tries to control another human on those lower level energies, you must not fall victim to them. You must rise above them and understand the truth shall set you free, right? Live your truth. Don't live your truth based off of what another is trying to do to you. And I understand there are circumstances and situations that you cannot avoid based off of the lies that people create. But you hold yourself together through them. You know that the light's coming. It's coming. Just flickered again. It's coming. Trust me. Okay? So I told you guys I have notebooks. I've been writing a very long time now. And I found this. Now, what's funny is I always not write on the first page. So flipping it over here, this was written a year ago. And it's called Test of Faith. I'm going to read this to you, okay? But one thing I need to first and foremost is apologize for any stuttering, pauses. My handwriting is not pristine. No, it's not. And sometimes I can't even figure out what the freaking word is that my own hand wrote, okay? So I wrote this a year ago called Test of Faith. And by no coincidence whatsoever, found it today. Come on now. Let's be real here. Let's be real. So I'm going to read this to you. And hopefully, you know, it's understood on a deeper level because I wrote this a year ago. Find it, reading it, because what's being tested right now is my faith that a solution is going to arise for this situation and circumstance that I can no longer tolerate. And I know on a deeper level what is going on and have the proof that this is all done with malicious intent, with something behind it in order to hurt others, destroy others. There are people out there that go through it all the time, right? But understand, your faith is being tested. Are you going to retract with more malicious actions in order to give it back to them? Or are you going to hold your trust in faith that the solution is on its way without you having to fall to lower levels? I always say, what side are you on? If you're watching my channel, 717 was just up when I looked down. If you're on my channel, you're loving light, and 717 is my number, always. It is 222 over there on that clock. 222. I told you all my clocks in the house are not correct. 222. You gotta love it. You have to. Connected to source, right? Trusted faith and believe the solution is on its way. Don't lose your faith. I don't care how hard the challenge is. It's being brought to you in order to do what I'm about to read to you. Test your faith. All right? Again, I already apologized for whatever. I need to get a handwriting analysis done. I've always wanted to do that because I want to know what my handwriting comes back perceptually, what it is. Because one of my best friends did it, and her handwriting comes back serial killer. And I will tell you, when you see her, she left me a note one time, and it said love, and I was like, love what? I don't want to read that. It does. Like, perceptionally, what we know serial killer handwriting looks like. It came back, analyzed, serial killer. Right, I don't want to read that. What does that say? You know what I mean? But it's funny, you know? I want to know what mine says. Illegible, you know what I mean? It cannot read. We can't read your handwriting to even analyze it. All right, let's stop. Seriously? All right, starting now. Test of faith. Over the past years, I have experienced so many events that would have caused many to lose faith in everything and in the integrity of others. I question the world I am living in, the people and the intentions of what people hold inside, and the extent some will go to in malice to get what it is that they want. My trust has been lost that others exist here who you can truly trust. My belief that I hold within me, knowing my intentions, come from a true place, knowing that it is always best to be truthful and honest with yourself, no matter what another believes within themselves, is the biggest test of faith I have truly endured. I allowed others to hinder me off of the belief within myself, and learning through the experiences that negative emotions triggered within me were what I needed to face and clear. To truly understand that no one can render me powerless over my self-worth. Powerless? You're not powerless. You're powerful, full of light, full of faith and trust, right? Preach. Another cannot take away anything from you. It's your belief that they can and render you powerless. I have been lied to, used, made to feel worthless by abandonment, told another was better than me by choice, left out in the cold where I felt frozen by the emotions that were triggered. Wanting nothing more than a resolution, going directly to the person, opening up and being honest, still led me to experience those lower level feelings. I then came to the realization that until I rendered my own self worthy without the expectation for the other to accept my explanation, give me validation, that they see my worthiness, when I didn't see it for myself, ultimately brought me the exact opposite of my desire. Approaching the person I believed could see my worth also did not see their own worth. So seeking this person to see something within my own self to render me worthiness could not happen. It was a direct reflection from the other that they were never going to validate my worthiness as they could not validate their own. The only thing that they could respond to is my own inner conflict. Seeking another to verbally, emotionally, or physically validate your worth can and will not happen if it is approached with the inner intent to validate your worth from another. It is altering your perception of the belief within your own self that is what is needed to be looked at on a deeper level. Malice, malicious behavior, motive or intent to cause emotional manipulation or mental anguish can in fact not affect you without your full attention to it. Wheel of karma. What is a karmic pattern? Experiencing an unhealthy or unfavorable event in your life and or relationships without understanding the deeper lesson in relation to your belief within yourself, that is what is limiting and does not serve your deepest desires. It is the definition of insanity. Think of it this way. If you continue to do something all the time and it works for you, you consciously know it works. So you're happy in the fact that it does work for you, and you continue to do it that way. Now, if something is not working in the way that you have been going about doing something in your life and or relationships, why do you continue to do it that way, knowing that it doesn't change? Because what you truly want to change, and normally it's in a major way, is not changing based off of the belief that if you continue to do it over and over and over again, there will be a breakthrough. But no change has taken place. The belief here is that the people involved need to change and assert to you to give you what you want. Yet the twist here is that it is actually you who needs to change your perspective and your belief within yourself and take a different approach. Understand that your worthiness is not in the hands of another. Your power is within you. You are powerful. You render yourself powerless when you're seeking validation from others for a solution in order to give you a response that makes you feel good about yourself. When you continue to no longer and or ever receive validation from that other person of your worthiness, you fall to levels of fear and anxiety, rendering your own self powerless by the belief, perceivably, in another. In order to change this, we must change our belief within ourselves. Love ourselves first. Understand our power is only within us, and we can perceive ourselves to be powerful or powerless. It's easier said than done. I wrote that a year ago. Easier said than done, right? Easier said than freaking done. Let me tell you something right now. Your faith will be tested throughout your life. You will be met with circumstances and situations out of your control. Out of your control, built off of others' beliefs, perceptions, in order to destroy you. Are you going to fall powerless to the lower level energies? Are you going to remain consciously aware that you, by keeping your faith and trust in the unfolding, facing every challenge thrown on your path, will in fact bring you the light and the justice you truly deserve, no matter how hard it was to get through? The harder it is, the bigger the reward for you facing it. Trust me, the harder it is you fall victim, the harder the lessons come along the path. By facing it head on, not falling powerless, and having more experiences, karmic wheel, come onto your path in order to face. You face them. That wheel already starts to alter itself and turn. Because you're completing a cycle within yourself and not falling powerless to those who believe that they are more powerful than you by their egotistical mind and their fear-based beliefs that they put inside of you that they are in control of your life, and I don't care who it is or what they do. You stay true to you. You don't fall victim. Your solution and your faith in the knowing will appear. And it will appear bigger and better than anything that you could have perceptionally believed within yourself because you faced it head on. It's not about proving yourself to others. It's about living and proving to yourself that you are connected through love and light. And you don't fall victim to the lower level energies that people put out here in order to fear them and control you. No one is in control of you other than you. It is your perception and the way that you react to people who are doing things to you out of malice and malicious intent, regardless of what it is, using you in order to do their job, yet they're the one collecting the paycheck. Everything. Examples. But the thing is that, are you living your truth or are you living your life for others? Are you falling victim to fear? Or are you facing the fear and opening up and speaking your truth? The more you do it, the more you trust and have faith. You don't fall victim to the fears or the dark energies, because let me tell you something right now. As above, so below. You are putting out a signal in everything in your life and what you do. And the egotistical mind-based beliefs and the malice that people have done to others, they have been putting out a signal for a very long time now that they are doing things out of bad intentions, thoughts. I'm going to do this. It is up to you not to react to lower level energies and try to force back against them by doing something malicious to them. It's living in your truth, understanding, trusting, and having faith. The light always shines in the dark. I've been in some of the darkest tunnels of my life. There was that little bit of light shining, and I went towards it, and the solution appeared. Trust and believe that this tunnel that I've been walking through, in the darkest, the blackest, light kept shining. I kept going towards it. I kept going and going and going. And that light is creeping through so much more now that I feel it within me and know that what I believe in and what I know and what I trust and understand, that nobody is more powerful than me and has been my fears, that somebody can do these things and get away with it and ruin your... No. No. Because my faith and trust in the God force, the light, love and light, is what will bring the solution and what it is that I need in order to move forward without ever having to not live in peace again and have somebody try to continuously hold me back and destroy me by using circumstances and situations that they created in order to create a lie. And they've been living off that lie for a long time now. And I've been living in it, but the solution is on its way, and it is going to appear. I know it. I have faith in it, and I trust it, and that's what this is about. Every single situation and circumstance that falls on your path, that feels awful to you, you focus towards the solution. You don't fall victim to the situation and circumstance. You do not. Keep going. Trust and have faith. What you put out, you get back. So it's very important that when somebody does something to you that's of malicious intent, lower level energies, you don't force back against them. That's what comes out in these readings. Breaking down established patterns. What does that mean? Not forcing against the lower level energies by retracting with malice or malicious intent. You hurt me, I'm going to hurt you now. Right? Nope. Understand that they have no power over you. They may have hurt you. It may have hurt. But understand there's a bigger lesson to be learned here and a bigger and better solution once you don't render yourself powerless to that person by forcing back against the lower level energies. As above, so below. And what they've been transmuting and putting out, transmitting, right? By their beliefs, their heart is ill. Those light energies are more powerful than those darker energies because the dark can never outshine the light. No, it cannot. The light shines in the freaking dark. Don't give a shit how dark it is. The stars are still out at night. The moon is still shining. In the freaking dark. Light outshines the dark. We ignite light and love. We are the ones that are putting that out. That energetic field that we associate ourselves with are the energies that we're putting out. So what side of it are you on? Are you on the side of love and light? Or are you on the other side of it, creating more problems? We're not forces to be reckoned with. It's your belief inside yourself that others can control you here. Wake up. I just want to put that out for you guys because I found this and I was intuitively guided to do this. This is the second time that I went through this because something freaking happened. But you know what? Now we got, there was things that happened the second time around that were meant to happen in order for this message to get through. So if it reaches one person and it has an effect, good. I intuitively feel that it's going to affect more than one. Test the faith. You're always being tested. Don't force against the energies. Follow your heart and trust and believe. Solutions will appear. You will get through it. You will get through it. And it will be way better on the other side of that darker energy once you face it with light and not face it with the same exact energy that it's putting out. That's what it wants. It wants to keep relationships apart. It wants to render people powerless. Nobody's powerless. It's your belief that others can control your power. Get your power back, right? All right, so I'm cutting it off here. I just want to say I love you guys, and the monthly readings, more or less, will probably be up tomorrow, the rest of them, okay? So, thank you, and love you. If you need me, love from above, 717@gmail.com, okay? Bye.